Hello, welcome Taurus. Welcome to Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a weekly tarot reading for you. And anyone, any cross watchers, anyone who's drawn to this reading is welcome. So I'm going to be looking at past and present energies, messages from your higher self, what's challenging you right now, what's hidden, possible outcome, and opportunity. So, all right, let's get going. This is a general reading. I'm tuning into a collective energy of you all out there. So use your discernment to intuit which messages are for you and which messages you leave for your friends watching. So, all right, Taurus, let's get cracking. In the past, we have the wheel. Looks like you were receiving some positive karma. Things were turning up for you. The wheel was turning. All right. When is this? What's going on? It looks like you received some clarity around where you were in a mental trap, where you had limitations that were just in your mind. They were not true. It looks like you saw this, or you in the past you started to see this, that you were blocking your own freedom, blocking your own ability to soar. Looks like you were dealing with a toxic feminine energy. Someone who's very dependent or codependent. Someone who is not nurturing. Someone who's smothering. Someone who is I feel like this energy presents itself as very masked, as someone very nurturing, very abundant, very capable, but they're very incapable. They're greedy, they're insecure. Feels like you're starting to see this person clearly, starting to see how you're tied to this person in a way that's not healthy. Yes, not healthy. And so you're detaching from devil energy. This person is very codependent, very toxic, trauma bonding, manipulative, seductive. It feels very seductive. This energy, not gonna lie, it like pulls you in. Feels like feels like this person pulled you in because you're like, oh my gosh, this person's amazing, and that they see value in me. I want to be like this person, and they know just what to tell you. And it looks like part of what they're pulling you in, love bombing, showering you, telling you exactly what you want to hear, fluffing your ego, separating you from your support structure, devaluing the people around you who care about you, and making them bad so they'll cleave to you. And only you. So that person is your only source of connection. Put all your eggs in my basket. Those people don't see your value. There's a lot of mental manipulation. It looks like you finally recognized this in the past. We're starting to see that this person is not for you, that this person set it up so you don't have anywhere to go. You can't make moves. You're now isolated. you've sacrificed so much for this person and you have nothing left to give. And it's like they just take and take and take and take. Looks like there's this realization that this person just isolated and made it impossible for you to escape this. Now let's take your power back in this. It looks like you kept saying yes, 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 yes. It feels like you rushed right into this connection. An old pattern. And then you feel left out. This person just devalues you. You're a problem. And now you're working to you don't have your support structure around you, so you're having to see me, ask this person, beg this person to see you, to value you. They valued you so much at the beginning, and now they're like, now that you're separated from your support system and your friends and family, and then now I'm going to chip away at you and make you cleave to me. And that creates a desperation, and I don't respect you until I take everything from you. And it feels like this person then goes to someone else and discards you. It looks like in the past that you saw this. You finally had insight as to this karmic cycle that was happening, and your ability to finally kind of like understand, or beginning to understand, these type of cycles is helping you realize where you sabotage your own connections, you allow others who are not for you in. There's a lot of good lessons here. In present energy, Taurus, we have the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out, feeling abandoned. I feel very alone. I feel separated. I feel worried about my health. I'm worried about my finances. I've isolated myself. Could very possibly be I've separated myself from so many people to stay in this codependent connection with someone. Yeah, it looks like you have just mean girls around you, toxic energy, people gossiping, people trying to block your blessings, devaluing you. Feels like they're consciously, cruelly, purposefully wanting you to be separated and isolated, for others not to care about you. Wow. Right now, it might be really hard to see that you have other options. And this person treats you now like an option. Not even very, I feel like in the past, you put this person first on a pedestal, and you had a belief that we're both our number one. We're both seeing things clearly. You see my value, I see yours. It's you and me against the world. We're in this together. We are seeing things, but really this person is just using you, getting you in, And then starts the devaluation. So you feel in a constant state of anxiety, not enoughness, insecurity. And it's really their insecurity projected on you. And so then you start having, so this is someone who's a chase or a runner and creates a scenario where you have to chase and beg them to see you. And so you're putting them in your number one spot, but you're second, third, fourth, last. You might eventually, at the beginning, you feel you're number one or up there high in ranking with this person. But now you realize you're the only one that's isolated. You've cut out all these people in your life, and now you don't have the options, and this person's treating you like an option. You feel discarded, hoodwinked, that you hoodwinked yourself. Wow. Yeah, something's hidden. This is also, I'm seeing in the collective Taurus, around leadership. Those who are leaders, it's coming to light. People are starting to see this type of manipulation, this type of way of pulling people in. So I'm seeing very narcissistic, like love bombing, and then devaluation, and then discarding, and then the cycle repeats. And it looks like this type of tradition is being seen. It's coming to light. Anybody who's still operating in this type of manner. Wow. Wow. All right, Taurus. Messages from your higher self is the Ace of Wands in reverse. A lack of passion, a lack of motivation. Nothing feels interesting. Nothing's really sparking your desire. Okay, when I'm in this spot and I'm feeling a lack of passion, I don't know what, no one or nothing is really lighting my fire. I switch to, what am I curious about then? What am I interested in? What sparks my curiosity? I don't have to be passionate, but a lot of times if I shift gears, what am I curious about? Is there something I want to learn? Something that's interesting. What am I interested in? Maybe starting there. Oh, it looks like you're not passionate about who you're working with. You don't like who you're working with. You don't like who you're building with. There's no passion there. There's no excitement. I'm depleted. I don't want to give my energy to this connection anymore. Is that how you're feeling? Feels like I don't want to give somehow you feel roped in, or why aren't you leaving? Why aren't you leaving? Because boom, it looks like you've got someone, a very toxic leader, an emperor in reverse, someone who is very domineering, demanding. They're not really a leader. They're a bully. They're really high. They know how to manipulate at an emperor's level, but their wounds are emperor size as well, because they're not really leading. They don't want you to rise. They don't want you to be independent. They don't want you to have success other than how they picture it when they're trying to write the story. They're trying to control. They're domineering. They're tyrannical. They're obsessive over control, because deep-seated fear that people will see that expose them, that it really comes from insecurity. They're mean too. They're punishing. It's scary. I feel like if you try to separate this person, you know they're going to go into punishing mode. It looks like as you clear this energy, you're clearing space for a loving connection to come in. Someone who really can reciprocate. Soulmate type of energy. God, this chair is so squeaky. Time to oil can. This connection and these type of connections that are toxic are taking up too much of your bandwidth and too much of your space and your energy. Once you clear these type of toxic karmic connections, then you clear space for someone who appreciates that you're independent, that you have your own point of view. They wouldn't want to change that about you. That's what they like about you, because they are also independent thinkers. It's not trying to, you have to see things the way I see things. It's, how are you seeing things from your point of view? Oh, I'm seeing them from this over here. Oh, yeah, I'm still have this point of view, but thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I didn't see that perspective before. Someone's coming along who's you're ready to accept. You're excited about. It feels like there's been like, no. The same type of people keep showing up, or I don't know how to get out of this toxic cycle. And once you clear it, then it feels like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad that I went through this heartache and pain, because what's on the other side, I've cleared so much so I can have the type of connections I really want. Your challenge right now, Taurus, is the Seven of Swords. So one read on this, your challenge is to not communicate everything to whoever you are separating from. In the Seven of Swords, the original image is that this person is sneaking into a camp of their enemy and stealing the swords. They steal 5 swords and leave 2. So there can't be as big of a battle. And so it feels like you are saying enough so you are understood, or you're saying 2 swords worth, but you're holding back on evisceration and annihilation and wounding someone with your words. Your challenge is to not wound someone with your words. Your challenge is to speak your truth, but don't keep going after until you completely annihilate someone. If you go into that vengeance, annihilate someone, you you go right back into this karmic cycle. So your challenge is to speak your truth, stand up for yourself, set healthy boundaries, but know when to stop. All right, Taurus, what's hidden is the 3 of Swords. Heartbreak. It does feel like this is pivotal. This time is very pivotal. It's around this feels like I thought we were on the same page. I thought it was you and I thought you were my ride and die. What's hidden is a realization that that there might be someone else in this connection, that what they did with you that pulled you in, that that love bombing, and then working really hard as they devalue you during that process, realizing that they're already maybe grooming someone else before they discard you. You can feel it. You can feel more insecurity. You can feel like, oh my gosh, I've been hoodwinked. I hoodwinked myself. This isn't a loving connection. This is painful. This has been an ego. Yeah, it's heartbreaking to realize. Yeah, and it looks like this is really hard to accept about what's going on. It's hard to heal. It's hard to heal because it opens up a lot of old wounds in your past, even before where we started here. It feels like in your family of origin, this type of manipulation, this type of cycle, painful cycle. Yeah, it looks like you're releasing this 10 of Wands. I realize how this type of connection, these type of connections are just drain. All of the onus of this connection is put on me. All of the work, all of the time, the burdens are on me because this person just refuses to grow. I'm connecting with people who refuse to grow, and I take on their projections and try to heal them and the connection and myself. It's overwhelming. I can't. There's no victory here. No one wins in these connections. There might be a short-term relief, but nobody wins. This isn't love. This is not love. This is narcissism. This is conditional loving. This is transactional. This isn't truth. This isn't honest. This isn't love. And it looks like what's hidden is your ability to move away from this energy. It looks like pretty quickly. Like once you see it, now you can't hide. Now you know. Now you're like, oh, fart. Now I see. Now I'm conscious of this. Now if I choose to be in these connections, I am consciously choosing. It's a red pill kind of moment here. Not gonna lie. It feels like you see it and you're like, whoa, I'm out. I'm out. Feels like you leaving that karma as well. Your opportunity right now, Taurus, is the moon in reverse. Your opportunity is these things coming to light. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with the people you've been in lesson with. Feels like aha, a lot of clarity and light bulb kind of moments can epiphanies, and those light bulbs go off and then are on in your crown chakra, and you start being able to see where you haven't seen before. You're able to see yourself and your environment. It feels like first you're able to see this person or this type of connection, and once you process the reality of the cycle here and what this person is doing, then you can move into seeing how seeing how you ignored red flags, there were just things you didn't know that now you can see. So you can take accountability, so you can take your power back and recognize, take the wisdom from these experiences, and going forward, I recognize this is not for me. Yeah, there's a lot coming to light. I feel like We're going to have a lot of things coming to light for a long time. A lot has been hidden. I think there's also realizing, boy, a lot's coming out, realizing that you're just an option, where you've put all your eggs in this one basket, and they actually have a lot of opportunities. You isolated yourself and let go of so much to stay all eggs in one basket, and it feels like it doesn't feel good to feel like an option. You're not an option. You're amazing. You're an eternal being. You are an extension of Source. You have incredible value. I have this, your guides are like, nobody puts baby in the corner. You're amazing. Remember how amazing you are. This is just a lesson. Good. So now you're starting, it's like, remember who you are. Some of you have an obsession with this energy and needing to convince and needing to see where they are. It feels like you have a lot of psychic, telepathic connection. You're constantly sending your energy to this person, these type of energies. And it's draining you. It's taking your focus away. There is an obsessive quality. It looks like you're learning how to detach, pull your energy back, pull your focus back, stop engaging, stop focusing even in your energy. This person, it feels like they come in to get a cup of energy from you. And if you don't give that, they pick a fight. So they'll get energy from you. It doesn't matter how. By knocking you off your block, by getting you in your emotions, it looks like they take your power away and they feel more powerful, knocking you down. This is someone very insecure, a bully. They get a dopamine hit. Either way, whether they get your energy or they get your anger, they get you, wow. Are you seeing this? Does this resonate? Is this really, yeah, it looks like you're exhausted. You're exhausted. 9 of Wands. You are constantly in a low-key state of anxiety and a lack of stability. This person, this type of energy sells themselves as being very stable, because when they first met you, they had someone else's energy that they were in the process of devaluating and wanting to discard. So they groomed you, pulled you in, and it was really whoever they were with's energy that they were using that was beautiful to pull you in. Now they can discard this person because they've got you in, and you're hooked. They're getting a lot of your attention, a lot of your focus, a lot of your spiritual energy, because you're thinking about this person. A little infatuated. They're up on a pedestal. They're the answer. Now you're realizing, okay, I've got to guard myself. I've got to protect my energy. I feel like this is a lesson, and also like how to take your energy back, how to take your seniority and have agency over your body. Pushing, like somehow, like not allowing this person to have access. There's a real opportunity here to shift things, to make a big change. All right, Taurus, the possible outcome is the Emperor in reverse. So again, this is this tyrannical energy that keeps showing up. Yes, this is the second time the Emperor in reverse has shown up. So again, this is someone who's just insecure. They're not a leader. They're pretending like they're a leader. They're using bullying and punishing and manipulation to move people and control people. They're not really the type of leader. They can't even lead themselves. They're really insecure. What do we need to know about this energy? What's the possible outcome here? It looks like this energy, they become more and more irrational and oppressive. So this energy is doubling down. They're becoming more cold, controlling, ruthless, and dishonest. So it looks like as you're detaching from this energy and kind of leaving that karma, that karmic lesson, that karmic wheel, they're doubling down. They're going deep into the dark and out of control. This is definitely someone out of control. They're losing their control. They're feeling vulnerable. It feels like people are seeing me. People are seeing this. I'm in a panic. People are seeing what I've been up to. So there's a desperation here. I think what people are seeing is basically this person is very selfish, very self-centered, right? Love is conditional upon how you can make this person feel. Yeah, this person's definitely afraid of feeling. They're jealous, insecure, greedy. They weren't attracted to you because you were weak. They were attracted to you because you're very powerful, and they wanted to harvest that. Use. They're materialistic. They can't. There's also a financial aspect. They don't feel abundant. They're self-absorbed. Oh my gosh. This person knows nothing about you really, other than how to manipulate you. At the beginning, it feels like they really listen because you're telling them where all your wounds are. You're telling them how they can control you. But then they stop caring. They never really cared. They're listening so they can figure out how to utilize what you're telling them against you to pull you in. This person is envious of the type of control that you have, of your power, of how kind you are. They don't possess that themselves. And so they pull you in because they see your value. And then once you're in, then they chip away at that and disrespect you. And because if someone as amazing as you, they feel better than, and they devalue you, then they feel more powerful. They feel better than you. And their ego needs that. This is someone who is really in their ego. It looks like they're not having a new beginning. They're missing this opportunity to shift, to learn, to grow, to come out of this. And they're very unstable and insecure. Yeah, they're making bad choices. So the possible outcome here, it feels like you're learning expanding, moving on, and whoever, they're not coming with you. Not right now. They're not ready to get off this karmic wheel. And there's no timeline. There's no, it's not a rush. It's not a race. It's not a competition, the spiritual stuff. They're just, it doesn't feel like, some of you, about 79% of the relationships that I'm tuning in, it looks like that person in this lifetime isn't even going to learn these lessons. And that's a-okay. Think about the lifetimes before where you refused to learn this lesson, where you couldn't see, you weren't ready, and you were the one that dove deeper into this karmic lesson. It's okay. There's no judgment. There's no rush. There's no competition. It's not a race. It's just realizing and moving on, taking those lessons, taking the wisdom from the lessons you learn and apply them going forward. So, all right, Taurus, I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments. I read all my comments and I reply to all of them. It might take me a day or two, but I love your feedback. Yeah. Take care, Taurus. Bye.